My philosophy is you always have to approach a date like a sale, right? You gotta always be closing. Always be closing, right?
ABCs, man.
Yep. So first date is all about how you close the thing down, right? Jose went on a date recently and the girl refused to kiss him.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And it really bugged you.
Yeah, it did, because we had every single bit of chemistry you could other than the kiss.
See, and
Wow.
that's the way that I like to close first dates, by not kissing.
What?
That is not true at all.
It just makes them feel insecure. And then you're going to get a second date because they're going to be like, what's wrong with me? I have to go out with him again to see.
That's how I felt. I
See,
swear.
I told you. Thomas is on the phone with us right now. Thomas had a little problem closing his date. Right, Thomas?
Yeah, what's up, Brooke and Jubal?
What's up, man? So tell us about your date with Danielle. How'd that go?
It was awesome. She showed up, and I silly stringed her in the face.
What?
Whoa. What?
What are you...
Is that code for something? What do you mean?
Gross.
No. I just sprayed her in the face, and we started cracking up. It was just a perfect start.
So when you bought silly string, and then that's the first thing you did to introduce yourself?
Oh, no.
When we were online exchanging, emails, and then we ended up texting back and forth, she seemed to be edgy and
Oh, man.
funny that way. So I just went with it.
And then you pulled out the whoopee cushion and things got crazy.
And what was her reaction to that?
She was really surprised. She wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally when you meet someone for a date, you don't expect them to spray stuff in your face right away.
No, everything is good.
So where'd you guys go after you doused her in silly string?
I'm not really the best dancer, but I thought it would be kind of fun to try swing dancing. So I ended up booking some time at a dance studio right near there.
Oh, that's a fun
So
date.
we took a lesson together, and we basically just kind of stumbled our way through the entire lesson, and we were cracking up about that too. But it turned out to be a lot of fun. We had a good time.
I think that's a great... I mean, you get physical contact that way. You get some intimacy. That's
Playfulness.
totally.
Yeah.
That's an awesome date.
So what happened at the end of the night? Tell us about how you closed your date and it didn't go so well.
Okay, so because the energy was so high and we were cracking up the whole time, I kind of stayed with that vibe, the kind of like the edgy, sarcastic. And so as I walked into the car, I just kind of tagged it, well, I guess this date didn't go as bad as I thought it would.
Oh.
And that's when everything just kind of dropped. It was a joke, but she was just kind of silent. Her face changed. And I'm like, no, I was totally joking around. It ended kind of awkward.
So she didn't pick up on your joke there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the playground school of thought where you kind of trip a girl and pull her hair a little bit to tell her that you like her.
Yeah.
What was her reaction after you said that?
Well, she just her face just kind of changed, and she's like, okay, thanks for the date. It was fun. And then she got in her car. So it was kind of like a stutter step into her vehicle, and then she drove off.
No kiss or
Yeah.
anything, huh?
Nothing, no.
Okay.
Sometimes women are sensitive. I don't know if you know that, but you have to be careful with sarcasm.
Yeah, thanks for the date is like the worst line you could end on
Yeah.
ever.
Are you kidding me? Oh,
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
I texted her twice, and that's it. Haven't gotten any response.
Okay, well, we're going to time for your second part of the second date update. Today we've got the life of the party. That's what I'm calling him, Thomas, on the line. I say that because Thomas is clearly one of those guys who's just always on, I think. He went out with a girl named Danielle. The first move he made when he showed up to pick her up was sprayed her in the face with silly string.
Ah, yeah.
Creative.
The date went well. He said they had a lot of fun. The silly string thing didn't bother her like you'd figure it would bother most people. And then at the end of the date, he made a little joke to her. Thomas, what was your joke again? Why don't you tell us?
I said something like, guess this date didn't go as bad as I expected it to.
Yeah.
And then her jaw dropped and she said, all right, well, I'm going to go. And he hasn't heard from her since. Thomas, in my opinion, you sound like one of those guys who's just nonstop. Has anybody ever asked you to kind of tone it down a little bit?
Yeah, no.
I think the first answer was probably more true.
I mean, she's just a cool girl. I'm going after this because I think she's worth it.
Okay.
Okay, that's emotional.
Get her on the phone right now.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Danielle?
this is Danielle.
Hey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
Okay.
What's going on?
Nothing. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with a friend of mine. He's a real funny guy. His name is Thomas. And you kind of been blowing him off. We're wondering why.
Oh.
I'll explain a little more. Okay, so it's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Thomas is wondering if he did something wrong on your date. Is there a specific reason that you don't want to see him again, or that you haven't been answering his emails or texts?
This is kind of awkward. Oh my gosh.
Was it fun?
It was okay. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting.
Can I ask you this question? What was your first reaction when he showed up and sprayed you with silly string right away?
Yeah.
Oh, so he told you.
Yeah, he did.
He actually said that you weren't fazed by it and thought it was funny.
Well, I was a little surprised. Yeah, and I mean, here I was going out on this date, and I, spent an hour getting ready, and then he silly stringed me in the face. So, yeah, I just put on my big girl face and tried to move on.
You didn't enjoy it as much as he thought you did, because he said you were a good sport about it, you thought it was really funny, then you went out on your date and continued to just have the best time with lots of laughs and entertainment by Thomas.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't a fabulous date. It wasn't the worst date I've ever had, but he was nice looking. He wasn't rude. I mean, has a very odd sense of humor, but
All right. Well, all that stuff that you said right there would be like, why not give him another shot?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just kind of worried about what he does. I mean, I just don't think that we could, I don't know, have a future.
You mean what he does for a living? You don't like his job?
Uh-oh.
Well, he had a pretty good job. He told me that he used to be a bank teller, but he had just quit his job to become a full-time phenomenon.
Full-time what?
What?
Exactly. A full-time phenomenon.
Okay. Hey, I don't know how one gets a job as a full-time phenomenon. It sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm really relieved to hear you guys say that because I thought I was losing my mind. I had no idea what he was talking about. So I asked him.
Oh, okay.
And what did he say a full-time phenomenon does?
Well, he told me that he was dedicating all of his time, except for the time he was spending on this date, to becoming the next YouTube sensation.
That makes sense to me.
It pays well if you can succeed at it.
I've never heard of a professional YouTuber.
So you don't see a big future in that, huh?
No, I was slightly worried that there had been a hidden camera on us the whole time. Like, is this his sensation that he does these joke things to girls on first dates?
You were totally good with it when we were hanging out that day on the date.
That's Thomas, Danielle. He has actually been on the other line listening this whole time. Or should I call him the phenomenon?
You're kidding, right?
What is wrong with me pursuing my passion to be what I think I am supposed to be?
I don't. You know what? Honestly, I don't have a problem with it. I've just never heard anybody refer to themselves as wanting to become a phenomenon. If you want to make money at doing YouTube videos, I'm perfectly fine with that. If you can do it, I mean, what kind of stuff does Thomas offer up to the internet?
It's kind of hard to describe exactly what it is that I do, but I can tell you this: all of the sound effects in my videos, I do myself. I do them with my mouth.
All right.
Awesome.
That's,
Okay.
could be cool. I don't know. I still don't really know what you do, but
It is cool.
It's always good when you can't describe it.
See, you see what I mean? I'm not the only one. People just don't understand exactly what it is that you do. It's sort of like in this gray area. I mean, I am supportive. I think that dreams are important, but I just don't quite understand if you can put your dream on a resume, or I just don't really know what you're going for.
I'm going for awesome.
I think that's what we're all going for, Thomas.
It's a lofty goal, sir.
Going for awesome.
And yeah,
There's no one out there like me.
Sounds like
I don't doubt that. I think that you are unique and wonderful, but can't you be wonderful like at a regular money-earning job while you do your other great stuff on the side?
That brings me to my question. Thomas, how much does a phenomenon get paid? Like, what are you pulling down as a phenomenon?
Phenomenon does not discuss his income.
Okay.
Yeah.
Danielle, is there any way that you could look past his passion of YouTubing and try to go out with him again?
I don't know. I mean, look, it sounds like it's really a big passion of his and something he really, really wants to do, and I'm all for that. I'm so supportive. But it's like he said, he wants to spend 24/7 doing this. I don't want to be the next YouTube sensation, so I don't really know how I would fit into his 24/7 plan if that's what he's doing all the time. So maybe I'm just not the right person for him.
Well, perfect. At this point, I'd like to ask you if you'll go out on a second date with him then, because I will pay for it if you'll go out with Thomas one more time.
I'll leave the can of silly string at home, I promise.
I just don't think that, I can go home and say, Mom, meet my boyfriend. He's a phenomenon.
Well, Thomas, you did not get your second date.
I guess it's going to have to be all good.
You know what, though? Hey, Thomas, this can still be a win for you. Danielle,
Yes?
will you subscribe to Thomas's YouTube channel?
Absolutely. I would 100% subscribe to his.
There you go, Thomas. Yeah. We got you a YouTube subscriber.
Awesome.
He's so bummed.